Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a good time, and I truly apologize for interrupting the show. Actually, I'd like to show you a very simple little illusion that's done with a piece of black velvet cord. I'm not going to try to tell you that there's that it's an ordinary piece of black velvet cord, but if you would be ever so kind as to take a look at it, make sure that there's no magnets, no stretch material. And the reason why I ask you to do this is because it just happens I buy it in a magic shop. That's only because it's like the only place I know where to buy black velvet cord. Yeah. And with that being said, sir, you don't get away scot-free here. I need a little assistance from you also. I need you to inspect the ring for me, please. Now, you don't get to keep it, just inspect it. It has what we call a Greek key on it. It's a rather cheap flea market ring. The Greek key doesn't mean it has any special latches, it just means it's a design that's etched into the ring. Perfectly ordinary ring, sir? Mm-hmm. Did you find any holes in the ring?
Just the one.
Okay, just checking to see if you were paying attention. Now, here's how the illusion works. We'll deal with you later. Here's how the illusion works. What I do is, I'll place the cord into the ring like so. Okay, and you can see that the cord is indeed going into the ring. Right? What we're going to do is we're going to pull it through about halfway. And I'm going to ask you, ma'am, you were kind enough to inspect this cord for me. If you would go ahead and hold on about right here. And sir, if you would hold on about right here with my fingers, I'd be very good, very good. Sir, I see your look of skepticism, and I don't want to blame you. I wouldn't trust me. After all, I'm a magician. I lie and deceive for a living. Now, sir, nothing personal. I'm not so certain you really looked that closely at the ring, so if you don't mind, I'm going to let this gentleman over here take a look at it. If you don't mind. Oh, you're still holding on to the cord. How nice. I'm telling you, you let go. It's so hard to find good assistants these days. Actually, would you like to see how that illusion works? Sure. Too bad. Actually, I will show you. Here's what I do. See, I pretend to place the cord into the ring, and then I pretend to pull it through about halfway. See, this actually creates the illusion of having the ring on the cord. And you have to admit, it almost looks just like it, doesn't it? It looks pretty good. Yeah. You starting to feel sleepy yet? No, I'm not a hypnotist. Of course, after I'm done, if you find him dancing on the table quacking like a duck, granted, that might be normal behavior, but when you become agitated by it, trust me, you will. Just tap him 3 times on the shoulder. Don't worry, sir, you won't remember a thing. Of course, tomorrow you can watch the whole thing on YouTube. I'm kidding, I put it on Facebook. But look, seriously, you can say, go ahead and give it a little tug. I know you want to make sure it doesn't come off. No, you see, if the ring is on the cord, there's no possible way. That would be impossible, would it not? Well, almost impossible. See, there's always one slight exception to every rule. See, if I was to take that ring and give you just a little twist here, sir, take a look. You're going to have to be quicker than that. Aggie? No. You see, the way I apologize. I probably should have explained that beforehand. But look, you can see that the ring really is on the cord. As a matter of fact, if you look through the hole that he was pointing out to us earlier, you see that the cord kind of passes right through there. I'll tell you, we'll try it one more time. I'm going to ask you, you hold on to the 2 ends, sir. Sir, if you would hold on about right here. That would, I'm sorry, I goofed. If you hold on to the ring, yeah, hold on to the ring, the metallic object. Very good, very good. Now you make sure you can't get the ring past your hand. Right? You hold on to it. Yeah. Okay, no need to show me up, sir. Actually, you know what? Sincerely, I will show you how the illusion is done. Right. Yeah, sure. Here's what I do. You see, I use what we magicians call sleight of hand. Yeah. See, I sneak the ring from one hand to the other when you're not looking. Yeah. And then I use what we call misdirection. I get you to look somewhere else entirely different. I use that moment in time to actually sneak the ring completely off the cord. But you see, here's where the real illusion takes place. See, if I give that ring a little rub, I give it a little blow. Hopefully you don't notice the garlic for my dinner earlier tonight, but more importantly, when I see that ring, it leaps from my fingers right onto yours. Yeah, but you got to admit, that would be a really cool illusion. Be kind of like Chris Angel kind of freak. Not that I can't do that illusion, it's just, we just met. Besides, I'm already married.